This is the next episode of my XR Weekly News, this time with week 46, 2023. Wow. So, getting close to Christmas. Did you already prepare something for your family? Yeah, here is starting they built a Christmas market here. They are like 70% ready. Really nice. So we will find everything about XR hardware, games, releases and sales. Thank you to my sponsors, Woodghost VR, Open Events and Virtual Escape. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go.
VoodooDE.
So we all know that Valve is still working on VR, but now we have a small interview from the designer Lawrence Young. And he was asked, yeah, what's going on with VR, and can't you use the new Valve Steam Deck OLED to use it in a VR headset? And they said, no, they don't have something to announce in terms of VR, but they are still working on it and pushing it. And but they say some of the technologies in the Steam Deck can be used in VR, for example, the wireless experience. And they also improving the relationships with suppliers, hardware suppliers and partners and so on. And that's really interesting. So there will be something wireless in the Index 2 or however they call it. And I think they will do something like the Pimax Crystal. You know, the Pimax Crystal can be connected to PC, but it also has a standalone mode and later will get a wireless mode. So, but with the difference, of course, that Pimax has a very small standalone store and Valve will have Steam, yeah, millions of games. And that's gonna be a huge difference. I'm really looking forward to that. As soon as I know more, I will tell you, of course. So that the Apple Vision Pro has a front display that can show virtual eyes that are synchronized with your own eyes. We already know that. But now there's a video that shows a different usage. Look at this woman. She scans her face with the Apple Vision Pro. And now look at this. The display shows something like a guide, how she should hold her face to scan it and so on. That's really interesting. And now he's doing an animation and so on. So obviously it's not only for showing your eyes, but also for something else. For example, if you don't wear it, it's just lying around and it can show an incoming call or show the batteries empty or something like that. Yeah. So that's really interesting what this front display can also do. We will see in the future. So there will be something new by Varjo, as it seems, because they teased something. So Varjo makes very high-end VR headsets. For example, I tried the Varjo XR-4 and it's a really interesting display. It's ultra sharp, very detailed, ultra high resolution and so on. And now they teased this picture here. So it shows a 4. And yeah, of course that means there will be Varjo 4 or XR4 or however they call that, and that's gonna be interesting for high end. And there is a lot of competitors and the Apple Vision Pro and so on. So next year will be very interesting what XR or mixed reality headsets belong. Yeah. And the event where they will tell us more is on November 27th at 10 a.m. PT 2023. So very soon. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hear more. So what do you think about the Google Play Store on the Meta Quest? That's gonna be interesting, right? But unfortunately, this will not happen. Meta asked Google if they are interested, and unfortunately, they are not. They don't care about that. They think it's not worth it, and so on. So that's unfortunately not happening. But yeah, you know there's a way to install APK files on the Quest via SideQuest. I already made a tutorial video about that. And yeah, that's it. So we still know that Google is working on own VR or XR headset together with Samsung, perhaps then we will get a Play Store, because Google, of course, needs some content for their new headset, and we will perhaps get the Google Play Store then, but not on Quest, unfortunately. So last year in August, Immersed announced the Visor headset. This one here is a very small headset that has micro OLED displays, inside-out tracking, HD color pass-through, hand tracking, eye tracking, and a battery pack, and also. And now they announced that they will change it a little bit. So they still have 4K per eye. That's really insane. And now they announced a standalone mode that's integrated. And that means we can, for example, have a built-in web browser or movie experience, or you can use the Immersed app to work in VR, what I already showed you in a video. And that's really cool. This will be a nice headset for working, watching movies and browsing and so on. Yeah. And you can also sideload apps then. And now in the new version, they will have an integrated 30-minute battery, yeah, and Wi-Fi built in. You can also upgrade to a 2 or 4 hour capacity battery. And also they increased the number of cameras to 6 now. That's really insane. But unfortunately, they also increased the price from 750 to 950 after the Black Friday sale on November 24. So if you still want to pre-order at the old price, do it now. I'm really looking forward to that, because when we check out that there's the 4K micro OLED displays in comparison to the Apple Vision Pro, which has 3 times this price. Yeah, so this is a huge competitor. I'm looking forward to trying it. Very bad news from Pico. You know that I tried this motion tracker that can establish a little bit of full body tracking for the Pico. And they had one game that was supported called Blitz Rhythm, and it was pretty cool. It's a Beat Saber clone where you also have to use your feet, and that worked pretty good. But now they canceled everything and laid off all the developers. And this is insane. There is absolutely no respect to the developers. I mean, I'm on the same Discord like the developers of Blitz Rhythm, and they were surprised about that. Yeah, they said the game is ready, you can release it, but now they just deleted it and laid off the whole people. What on earth is that? How respectless can a company be? What on earth is happening there? And that's insane. I mean, wow. I mean, of course, other companies also lay off people, like Meta also did that. But now it's insane that this happened, and they can't bring their game that they worked for so long, can't bring it on the market, and it was just worthless, all the effort. So really bad. And also on the Pico wanted to bring the headsets on the US market, as you perhaps know, but this is also on hold or even cancelled. So it doesn't look good for Pico, to be honest. And normally I love the Pico headset, but I cannot recommend to buy it right now because the situation is not clear. I cannot tell you, yeah, the Pico 4 is a good headset, it's even cheaper than the Quest, so buy it. And then after 3 or 6 months, there's no support anymore. So I will not recommend this headset anymore. I'm sorry for that. And also they have a huge competition now in next year in China, because Meta will bring the Quest Lite there. But the problem is now when Pico leaves the market, there is no competition anymore. Meta is completely alone on the standalone market. Yeah, of course there's HTC and some smaller, but that's we don't have to talk about that. Meta is huge, and they have their standalone stuff, and there is no competition when Pico leaves the market, and that's not good. No competition is not good. Yeah. So I really hope there a wonder will happen or something like that. We will see. So last year, what was it last year? Oh, however, I showed you the first version of Wanderer, and that's a really nice adventure game. And now there will be the successor, Wanderer Fragments of Fate. We go through time travels and visit an ancient temple and so on. And yeah, look at this. This is the old version. This is the new version. Really strange. Really nice, the new graphics. But I think it didn't look so bad. Huh? I don't know. I think they put a filter on that picture to make it look even worse. I don't know. However, the game will be released. The new game will be released on a Quest, a PlayStation VR 2, Pico, and PC VR. And look at this. Look at the graphics. That's pretty nice, right? Wow. This graphics on Quest 3. Looking forward to that. So yeah, it will be released next year, and I will definitely show it on my channels. So not only Pico has problems, also Meta. And as it seems, the Elite strap with battery is having some major problems because people reported that the battery included is not recognized by the Quest 3 anymore. And I must say, I also have the Elite Servo battery. I bought that, and I had this problem 4 times. So when you connect it, there's a battery symbol for like 3 seconds, and then it's gone. I had this problem 4 times, but then on next day it worked again. But as it seems, there are many people where it never will work again. Yeah, and when Ben Lang asked from Road to VR who had problems, of course, most people said I don't have the headset, but the people that have it, a huge percentage of them said they have this problem, and that's not a good sign. So of course we can send it back and get a new one or so, but they are aware of that. I'm on the Meta Discord, and they are aware of that, and they try to resolve that. But for now, I would advise not to buy it, yeah, until this problem is fixed. After that, you can send it back and get a better unit or so. But for now, if you still don't have it, don't buy it right now. Buy another one like the Bobo M3 or so. But not this one, until it's fixed. One thing that I noticed on a German news page, it's very rare that on a German news page there is something with virtual reality. It's called Tagesschau. Yeah, that's a huge news page in Germany. And they are talking about VR to care about anorexia in virtual reality. Yeah, so this is a patient here with anorexia, and she is wearing a VR headset, and even the trackers, yeah, and the controls, that's the Valve Index, by the way, and they can see their real body, but with the normal weight. And that's really, really interesting. And they just found it out by accidentally that this is possible, because they had another study of something else, and then the people with anorexia had a good feeling about watching their own body with a normal weight. And now they can see that, they can move around, watch the body and so on, and this can help, yeah, with anorexia. Very interesting. And this is how they did that. Yeah, they scanned a person, and so that the avatar looks very high quality and very realistic and so on. So this is a really nice example how VR is used at non-gaming thing. Yeah, really nice. So yeah, if you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. Make sure to translate, to use auto-translate, and it's very interesting. Okay guys, let's talk about the releases this week. On Steam we have Salaryman Rescue, a puzzle management game, strange graphics. Then we have Vegas Infinite, a poker simulation, of course. And then Slappy Board, you can do strange things like slapping people or throwing stuff around. Then we have Snow Fortress 2, we can throw snowballs and so on. And of course the most important thing is Assassin's Creed this week on the Quest. Thank you so much to Ubisoft that they didn't mess it up. It's a really good game and I totally love it. And but unfortunately it's not on other platforms. Why is it not on PlayStation VR 2? Why not on PC VR? You always think, with my Pimax Crystal it would look much better. But however, it's really good on Quest 3 and there's, by the way, there's a new affiliate program that you can support me for free if you go via my link and buy the game. That's really new. I'm really thankful for that. And in the future, there will also always be an affiliate link for Quest games where you can support me for free. That's nice. And the same with Pavlov Shack. Really nice shooter. And a lot of maps, a lot of mods and so on. I love it. There's nothing new that I found on the PlayStation VR 2. And from Pico, there's... I had a contact person there who sent me all that stuff, but he's gone. I didn't hear something from him. There's nothing anymore. So another sign that that doesn't look good for Pico. So these were the releases this week. Yeah, and let's check out the sales. On Steam we have Arizona Sunshine 1, still one of my favorite zombie shooter games. It's 80% off. So while you're waiting for Arizona Sunshine 2, if you didn't play the first part, you should do it, and you can also play it in multiplayer. Then Mask Maker, nice adventure puzzle game. It's 85% off. You should definitely buy it if you are an adventure fan. Then we have A Fisherman's Tale, also a nice puzzle adventure, 75% off. Nice. And on the PlayStation VR 2 we have The Room VR, A Dark Matter, adventure puzzle game, 33% off. Cave Digger 2, action adventure, 50% off. Gorn, very brutal melee fighting game, 50% off. Fisherman's Tale, also on PlayStation VR 2, 50%. After the Fall Complete Edition, nice zombie co-op shooting game, 40% off. Moss, nice jump and run adventure, 40% off. And Green Hell VR, survival game, 34% off. Unfortunately, the meta sales are mostly only 24 hours, so it doesn't make sense that I show it. And yeah, nothing from Pico anymore. So that were the news this week. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya.
VoodooDE